it's Hannah. So today I'm finally getting to my favorite books of 2016. Now 2016 is over and it was actually an amazing reading year. I don't think I have one book that I absolutely hated. So if you're looking for a video where I state the books in which I hated this year, it's not gonna happen because I'm generally a person that doesn't hate many books. Like, I can find the good in a lot of books. So without further ado, let's get into today's video, and I'm probably gonna hyperventilate a little bit. So I'm only going to do my top 5 just because, like I said, I had a really great reading year and I would basically keep you here for hours if I could. So yeah, let's get into book number 5. Book number 5 is The Diabolic by S.J. Kincaid. Now this book was absolutely amazing. It is a standalone. Like, if you have watched my other videos, you know that I do not read a lot of standalones, but I've been trying to read more, and this was so good. Like, I loved the plot, I loved the characters, I loved everything about it. I loved our main character, Nemesis. She was amazing. She was such an interesting character to follow around, and I just loved it. If you want to hear me talk about this book, I actually have a review on it, so I'll link that down below if you would like to watch it. So I'm not really going to say a lot of stuff about this book. Coming in at number 4 is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. I absolutely adored this book. This is another standalone, and it is kind of a retelling of the Queen of Hearts, like before she went absolutely mad and off with their head and stuff like that. I loved our main character, Kath, aka the future Queen of Hearts. She was just so amazing. I loved everything about this world, which is just the Alice in Wonderland world. I loved the way Marissa Meyer kind of took the story and made it her own. It was just so good, and so just, I loved it. I did not expect to love it as much as I did, and I didn't even expect to read this in the month of December. I'm super glad I read this in the last month of 2016, so I can talk about it now. Coming in at number 3 is Illuminae by Kristoff and Amie Kaufman. This book absolutely blew me away. I was just unsure about it because it's told in like different formats, such as IMs and like journal entries and things like that. So I wasn't sure how I was gonna like this, and I absolutely came to love it. Like, I was like blown away at the end of reading this. It was absolutely amazing. Like, please, I cannot wait to read the second book, which I haven't yet, but I'm reading it in the month of January, so we're gonna see how the next book goes, but I'm sure it's gonna be absolutely amazing. But I'm kind of hesitant to say what it is about, just because there's so much stuff that happens. But basically all you need to know is we have 2 main characters. They live on this planet. They end up breaking up, and the day that they break up, their world gets invaded, and they have to kind of escape to that and deal with other things along the way. So yes, please pick this up if you haven't. It's such a different way, God, I can't say that word today, to read books, and like, it was so enjoyable. So just pick this book up if you haven't. And we are down to number 2, and should not be any surprise to anybody because I absolutely love this author. I love literally all of her work. Number 2 is Empire of Storm by Sarah J. Maas. I can't even like give you a description of what this series is. Like, literally so much changes from the first book to now. Like, if you stopped on the first book, please continue on, because like, so many things change, and like, I have not read a book where things are just completely different from the first to the last book. Like, this book was amazing. This book is like quite heavy. Like, it doesn't look that big, but it's like pretty heavy. I cannot wait for the last book. I do not want to see what happens, but like, I do at the same time, but I know it's gonna wreck me. But yeah. Coming in at number 1, this has been the top on a lot of people's favorite books of 2016, so it should not be a surprise considering I absolutely love this author, and that book is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. This is so big. I did not realize how big it was. There's only like 600 and something pages in here, but it looks like absolutely humongous. This is another series where I'm like, I don't know if I can tell you like a description of what this series is even about, just because so much stuff has changed. But basically, the first book, which is A Court of Thorns and Roses, it is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but like, this book is just so much more. Like with the Throne of Glass series, if you stopped on the first book, if you stopped on A Court of Thorns and Roses, please continue on to the second book because it is so much more. I cannot get over still, like, I read this whenever it first came out and I still cannot get over how good it is. Sometimes I'll be like, I don't know, doing something like taking a shower or something, and I'll just think about how heart-wrenchingly good this book is, and I'll just want to cry for a little while and like smile at the same time because it's so good, and I think I'm gonna cry just talking about this book. So yeah, please pick this book up. It was absolutely amazing. I've not read a book where it left me so like heartbroken and happy at the same time. Like, I don't know, I just know that I need the third book now. Please, Sarah J. Maas, just send me whatever you have done. Send it to me right now and I will cherish it forever. So that is it for today's video. I am kind of left a little heartbroken thinking about all of these amazing books and their impact on me. So let me know down below what your favorite books of 2016 are, and I can tell you if I like those books as well. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!